Hey guys, Nick from Narc Comics here, and today we're going to be doing a video. I've been meaning to read more of the books I've been buying, so today we're going to do a video of the 5 books that I've read this past week, and I think I'm going to try to do 5 books a week for a video, and we'll do like the 5 books I read that week. So we're going to go in order of my least favorite one I read this week, all the way up to the favorite one I read. And disclaimer, these did not all come out this week. Actually, I think a lot of them, maybe some of them did come out this week, but they didn't all come out this week. I just have a backlog of books that I've been meaning to get to, and I like some of these, I dislike some of these. You may like some of these or dislike some of these. It's all up to interpretation and what you like to read the most. So to start off, we have Doctor Strange, #1. Gorgeous Alex Ross cover. This is a cover swipe from that magazine. I don't remember what it was. I had to look it up because I thought this looked familiar. But I'll put it on the screen right now. This was okay. Wasn't horrible. Wasn't great. I don't really have a ton of, backstory with Doctor Strange. Although the cover art is beautiful, the interiors left a little something to be wished for, you could say. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I don't really read, again, that much Doctor Strange, so knowing who these characters were a little lost at some points. It wasn't as exciting as some of this other stuff that I read this week. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Doctor Strange #1. Again, it was mainly covered by gorgeous Alex Ross cover. I might continue to buy them just for the covers. I'm definitely going to be picking up issue 2 to read. I always give it like 3 or 4 issues, and then if I don't like it after that, I drop it. But that was Doctor Strange #1. Not horrible, not great. The interior art's left to be desired, like I said, and yeah, that's Doctor Strange #1. This came out last week, I think, last Wednesday. All right, next up we have Blue Book. This is a extraterrestrial story by Tynion. Love Tynion. This one felt a little weaker compared to his other works. Something is Killing the Children and Department of Truth, my personal favorite. Right up there with Wind is another really good one. But it just felt very generic. Couple goes on vacation, they see UFO and the story from there. I also wasn't really a big fan of the backup stories. The interior art was cool. It's different than what I'm used to seeing. So this is the interior art. It feels very basic, but it also feels like it would be really good with that extraterrestrial story. Some aliens. So, Blue Book #1 and 2. I'm going to continue with them. I don't know if this is an ongoing. Excuse me, I think it's a 5-issue run, so we'll see. We'll keep going all the way up to 5 probably, if it is 5. But if it's not, it's going to be just like Doctor Strange. It's going to be a 3 or 4 issue. Check it out, see how it goes, and then from there we'll maybe drop it or keep going. We'll see. If it doesn't pick up in the next issue. All right, we have 2 trades actually on this list. Next one is Deadpool, The Dead Presidents. This, if you are looking for a very goofy superhero story, this is it. A little bit of spoilers on this one. The necromancer brings back the dead presidents to take over and avenge the United States. I am not completely done with it. This is 6 issues, and I have read 5. But it is very goofy. My favorite so far is the one, you can see it on the back cover actually, where Deadpool boxes Abraham Lincoln. Another funny part of it is, let's see if you can see it in here. William Howard Taft stuck in a bathtub. They picked here's Lincoln. They picked the, one characteristic of a president, and they just roll with it. Reagan's main thing is that he was an actor. That's all they really go with. Kennedy likes women. And so it's that kind of stuff. But it's very fun. It's very meant to be goofy. So I would recommend this one if you're just looking for something to laugh at and kind of turn your brain off and read. Other than that, I don't know if I'm going to continue with this. It's just a funny 6-issue series to kind of break it up with what I've been reading this week. So this is third on my list of the 5 things I read this week. This next one, I am not very well versed in Superman. I didn't read Son of Superman? Kal-El, Son of Superman? Was that what it was? John Kent? Something like that. The most recent one that came out. I didn't read it. I didn't really have any interest in Superman at the time, but my store owner said this was really good, the first issue, so I picked it up. They do have a little bit of backstory with John Kent, which I'm not really, again, well-versed on, but this is really fun. The second issue came out on Wednesday, I think, and little spoiler, Parasite is a very cool villain, so I'm very excited to see where that goes, and I want to see who that doctor is. Dr. Gent? Was it Gent? Something like that. Whatever it is, it'll stay down here. But very fun series so far. It's only 2 issues, but definitely going to keep continuing with this one. Hopefully it keeps up to par with where it's at right now. And the final book I read this week, highly recommend. This is another trade, kind of. But I finally, it was at the bottom of my drawer. I don't know why I never cracked this open. But Fantastic Four Full Circle by Alex Ross, written and drawn by Alex Ross. It is just, first of all, I cannot say enough good things about Alex Ross. Much like that Doctor Strange cover, his art is just gorgeous. I'm looking for this one full-page spread that I saw in here. It's just incredible. The coupling of like the 60s artwork, Jack Kirby sort of artwork, with the modern watercolor look. There's an eyeless. It's just gorgeous. Everything about this book is fantastic. The writing, I don't know why it took me so long to finally crack open and read it, but it made for a good read today. I actually read it today. It's just incredible. And I highly recommend it. I actually want to read it again. Fantastic Four Full Circle. Highly, highly, highly recommend this book. If you're looking for something to read and you don't know where to jump in for Fantastic Four, this is a good spot. I mean, I don't really know the old story that this is going off of. It's the Negative Zone, Annihilus, and I was able to keep up fine. So I highly recommend this if you haven't read it already. You can get it at Barnes & Noble too. It's very good. But that's everything I read this week, the 5 books I read this week, which leads me to my last point. Parker and I are nearing 100 subscribers, which is very cool in Narc Comics. I didn't think we would ever hit 100 subscribers. It's just like a sort of passion side project thing. We like to talk to people about our hobbies rather than just the 2 of us back and forth. So I think we're going to be starting a Discord, and then once a month or once a week, I don't know yet, just having someone else in the community pick a book or pick a story arc or pick a trade paperback to read, so that way we can hold ourselves accountable, hold everyone accountable for what we're buying, and we can actually read together and discuss and talk together and build up more of a community of readers rather than spec buyers. So that's just an idea right now. We don't have a Discord or anything set up. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in joining, you can let me know and we'll get moving on it. But anyway, that's everything I picked up. Well, not picked up. That's everything I read this week. Thanks for tuning in and watching, and until next week, have a good one.